Ever wondered how to enjoy Christmas without worrying about overspending? You're not alone. The holiday season, while full of joy and celebration, can often bring about a sense of financial stress. But fear not, because the solution is simple: budgeting. Yes, you heard it right, budgeting. It's like creating a game plan for your money. It's a way to ensure that you have enough for all those gifts, decorations, and holiday treats, without feeling the January blues. By setting a budget, you're essentially deciding beforehand how your hard-earned money is going to work for you. It helps you avoid overspending and keeps you focused on your financial goals. It's all about spending within your means and making the most of what you have. So, gather your receipts, your bank statements, and let's dive into the world of budgeting. Remember, tackling Christmas expenses begins with setting clear, achievable financial goals. Embarking on your holiday budgeting journey starts with defining your financial goals. This is much like preparing a shopping list before you hit the stores. You wouldn't want to fill your cart with items you don't need, would you? First off, take a good look at your current financial situation. This is your starting point. Are you saving for something special, or perhaps you're paying off a debt? It's important to have a clear view of where you stand financially before you begin to plan. Next, let's set some realistic spending limits. Consider all the potential expenses you might face. This goes beyond just gifts. Think about decorations, festive meals, travel costs, even that ugly Christmas sweater for the office party. Every penny counts in your holiday budget. Once you've outlined your expected expenses, it's time to decide how much you're willing and able to spend on each. Be honest with yourself here. If you know Aunt Betty's hand-knitted socks won't fit into your budget this year, it's okay to look for other thoughtful, less expensive alternatives. And finally, always remember to keep a bit of a buffer for those unexpected costs. A sudden price hike in turkeys or an unanticipated gift for a surprise guest can quickly derail your budget if you're not prepared. Remember, a budget is a financial roadmap, guiding you to make smart spending choices. So let's navigate this holiday season together without straying from our financial path. With our goals set, the next step is keeping tabs on our expenses. You might be wondering, how exactly do I track my spending? Well, there's no one-size-fits-all solution, but there are a few methods that have proven effective for many. First, consider using a budgeting app. These handy tools help you not only track your spending, but also categorize your expenses. This way, you can see exactly where your holiday budget is going. From gifts to decorations to that extra box of candy canes, every little expense is accounted for. If you're more of a pen and paper person, that's okay too. Simply create a ledger or spreadsheet and record each expense as it occurs. Just remember to keep those receipts. Now let's talk about categorizing. This helps you stay organized and see where you might be overspending. Separate your expenses into categories like gifts, food, decorations, and travel. This way, you can easily spot if you're spending too much on one area and adjust accordingly. But remember, tracking your spending isn't just about recording numbers. It's also about analyzing these numbers and understanding your spending habits. This insight will help you make smarter financial decisions, not just during the holidays, but throughout the year. Remember, tracking expenses effectively is key to sticking to your budget. Now that we're tracking our expenses, let's talk about maintaining our budget. It's easy to get caught up in the festive spirit and go overboard with our spending. To avoid this, it's crucial to have strategies in place. One effective method is to break down your overall budget into smaller categories: gifts, decorations, food, and so on. This way, you have a clear picture of where your money is going, and it's easier to control your spending. Another strategy is to regularly review and adjust your budget. Unexpected expenses may come up, or you might find great deals that allow you to save. By keeping an eye on your budget and making necessary adjustments, you ensure that it remains realistic and manageable. Remember, the purpose of a budget is not to restrict you, but to empower you. Staying flexible and mindful is the secret to keeping your budget on track. Now that we've covered the basics of creating a Christmas budget, it's time to put it into action. Remember, setting realistic financial goals, tracking your expenses, and being flexible with your budget are the keys to a stress-free holiday season. Why not try using budgeting apps or monitoring your weekly expenses to stay on top of your spending? Try Uniflow, the money management app that prioritizes your data privacy by not storing any personal information. Download now for a seamless and secure way to manage your finances. Remember to like and subscribe for more helpful guides.